It's week 2 of the 2025 season, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Pats, and it's coming up next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's... The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to
May going to throw right away. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
To the air, May. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. 2nd and 7. Henderson running straight ahead. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 3rd down and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Again, it's Henderson. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 19 carries, 57 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Looking to throw, May. Got it to Bell on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing here is May. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Straight ahead here. And a loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Escapes the sack. Throw out wide is incomplete. 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they go play action now. May. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's May. And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the gun, it's Tua. A short throw to Ingram. You look at this Patriots defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run once more with Henderson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Williams, the man in motion left. From the gun on third down is May.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. To throw, it's May. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the gun, a give to Henderson.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. Taken down at the 42. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Dolphins' 49-yard line.
Now a handoff. Henderson. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Henderson will try and run for the first. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He finds his man. Complete. It's Tyler. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Here's Jones on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Henderson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It got his man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Will come up 2nd and 7.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And it's a pretty good return up to the 29. Now
17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, May with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. From the gun, it's May.
Throw left side, complete. That's Bell. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Now 2nd and 5. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he spots Henderson open left side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
To the air, May. That's taken in by Watson.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Gibson.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, they'll throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Patriots out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he... I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9.
On the handoff, Henderson.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Looking to throw. May. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's May. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Williams being motion left.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's May.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Drake May
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start our tour out in the city of Ames.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Rolling to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
They'll set up to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, to force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the 1st, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
New England's offense set to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll throw with May.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on third down is May. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to throw again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage. And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They'll look to throw again.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Henderson going to run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 3rd and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to...
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination, and a dash of anger.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On the give, it's Tracy.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number. Back now in Foxborough.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
To the air, May.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Hill going to go in motion right.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Miami. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Throwing here is May. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Running left is Henderson.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's May.
The 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that.
And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
76 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 31
In motion left comes Williams. To throw, it's May. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
yards on the play. That's good for the Patriots. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this to Bell. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sam Laporta from 21 yards away. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Into the hands of Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out right to Bourne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Tua. Connecting with Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now Tua.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Throwing Tua.
It's Hill, complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Tua. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Tua to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch.